I'm glad he didn't make it. With my luck, he'd be elected, I'd be assassinated. People say to me, Mickey, what have you been doing since the Bilko show? Well, when the Sopranos were on, I was on 3 times. You couldn't see me. I was in the trunk of a car. It was not a fool. But now I'm working for Toyota. They have a public relations thing where they send a comedian to different hospitals and you do your show in front of the patients and then they photograph it and show in different wards. Well, there it was in Brooklyn. I was standing in front of a patient and I was doing my best stories. I was singing. I was out for about 25 minutes. So on the way out, I said to him, I hope you get better. He said to me, you too. Then I went to, all true, I went to a nursing home up in Riverdale. And I'm speaking to the superintendent. Talk to him! And the man comes out all discombobulated. She said, Mr. Silverman, why are you so discombobulated? He said, why not? He said, my penis just died. He said, your penis just died? The things these people say. Well, the next day he came down and his fly was open. He said, Mr. Silverman, what is it today? He said, remember yesterday I said my penis died? Today is the viewing. And I'm very glad that, Pat, I'm glad it's this week and not last week. Last week I couldn't make it because I got a call from Florida. My uncle died at 95. Well, he didn't die. He overslept and they buried him. And he was a very strange man. He was a guard in a bank, not a regular bank, a sperm bank. A sperm bank is different than a regular bank. And a sperm bank, after you make a deposit, you lose interest. So I went down there, and as long as I'm down, I went to visit some of my relatives. I have an aunt who retired. She's in Century Village. She has a scholarship. So, used to be a flamenco dancer in a Taco Bell. So we sit and we talk, and suddenly this very dignified man comes in, and he hands her a card, and then he hands me a card. And I happen to be a visiting rabbi. I looked at the card, my God, I said, you are at the Fontainebleau. You have to have a hell of a congregation to be able to afford to live at the Fontainebleau. He said, I have no congregation. I said, you have no congregation? What do you do for a living? He said, I work for Ever-Ready Batteries. Ever-Ready Batteries? What do you do? Well, I stand in the factory. I stand at the end of the assembly line. When the batteries come off the assembly line, I stand there and I say, a long line! A long line! They don't know. And then she introduced me. And then, this rabbi told me he had a very strange experience. He said, about 3 weeks ago, a man called him and said, Rabbi, you got to help me. I've been married for 25 years, and I have a strange feeling my wife is trying to poison me. He said, send your wife down to talk to me. She may have something to say. So he sent his wife down, and the next morning I called this man and said, listen, I spent 3 hours listening to your wife. Take the poison. So, and you come to Florida, you go to a doctor's office. I had an uncle who was, for 5 years they treated him for arthritis. Then he found out he had a pebble in his shoe. So I took him to a doctor. Now you come into a doctor in Florida, you hear sounds you never heard in your life. You hear coughing, sneezing, farting. So I come in with my uncle, we sit down, then another dignified couple comes in, they sit down, another gentleman came in alone. And about 5 minutes later, he leaves out a wind, a shot, the wallpaper curled up. So this husband of the woman said, how dare you fart before my wife? And I said, I didn't know it was her turn. These things happen. But I must tell you, in conclusion, people come to Florida, it's the fountain of youth. They're looking for youth. Well, this man, he's been married for about 50 years, his wife passed away. So he went to a plastic surgeon and said, I want a complete makeover. My eyes, my facelift, everything, do the whole thing. So he does the whole thing, and he walks out so springy. As he walks out, he gets hit by a truck. So he's laying there in the street, says, God, how could you do this to me? How could you, when you needed money for the temple, I was the first one. Whenever you needed help, I was the one. So the next voice you heard was, Schwartz, that's you? I didn't recognize you.
Mickey Freeman, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mickey.
Yeah.
Bring Joey up.
Okay.
Thank you. Mickey Freeman from the Paltalk Show.
Thank you.
That's funny. Naturally funny. God bless
Thank
Mickey.
you.
Watch your step over there, Mickey. We have no insurance.
Well, sometimes they stand.
That's a veteran. That's a veteran. That's a man that will be funny till the day he leaves this planet, because it's natural, and these kind of guys are no more. And no disrespect to the younger guys, I don't mean that, please. It's their time, it's their era. But this guy, I mean, he could go on for hours just telling stories and jokes. But that's a part of show business that I absolutely love, because I know what it is to be funny. Then there's a thing called radio. And last Friday I was on his show, and he made a statement that it really got to me. I said, you know, that man said something really interesting. Radio is the last place you can tell the truth. Because once you're on radio, you can really go out and say what you want to. You got a good talk show, you can get into anything you want to, political, everything. Today it's all set up on television, everything. The girls have that nice makeup, not against the girls, don't misinterpret, but it's a whole nother ball game. On radio, you can say, screw this, screw that, screw you have to come in with dress and all that stuff. But you come in and you say what's on your mind, you say things that are interesting, you become well-read, because to do radio today is very, very hard. It's not easy. He's a good friend of mine. He's on every night, WOR, Joey Reynolds, ladies and gentlemen. Joey Reynolds.
He left.
He went home?
Yes, they just told me.
He went home?
He had to go to the radio show.
What?
Yeah.
Did he really go home? That was Joey Reynolds. Is he mad at me?
No, he had to go to the radio show.
The hell with this radio show? What do they come here for? Joey Reynolds is now the invisible man, ladies and gentlemen. I didn't realize that he had to go, but now I realize what's 10 after 9. Yeah, I should have brought him on right away. I apologize to Joey, but he understands. I don't know. Maybe he wasn't here at the beginning. Did I see him? You sure? But he really was. What if somebody told me something? Anyway, that's okay. I'm disappointed, and I hope you people are not disappointed. So we're all going to have a bus tonight. We're getting a bus. We'll go down and screw him down by the station. And we'll say, where the fuck were you, Joey? Jesus. Well, anyway, that's okay. That's okay. He's in trouble now. Because when I finish here, I'm going downtown. I'm going to say, Joey, you didn't invite me, but I'll bust your balls now. He's a good guy. He's a dear friend. Anyway.